On Campus is brought to you by the UWI Mona, inspiring excellence, producing leaders. On Campus, a weekly look at what's happening on the Mona campus of the University of the West Indies. On campus today, one of the UWI's newest degrees on offer, a Bachelor of Science in Biomedical Radiation Science. There's our regular campus calendar, but first, UE News. The St. Vincent and the Grenadines continue to rebuild after a series of eruptions from the La Soufrière volcano. The UWI continues to encourage its staff, students, alumni, friends, and partners to contribute financial resources to help with the process. There is special priority on healthcare, education, and helping displaced students who were left vulnerable after the eruptions. Donations may be made through the UWI Alumni Online Donation Platform at www.uwi.edu/alumni-online/rallyround-svg, or through the Open Campus bank accounts, or through the American Foundation for the UWI for donations from North America. Further information on donating can be accessed at www.uwi.edu/rallyround-svg. The Faculty of Science and Technology, in partnership with the Faculties of Medical Science and Engineering, has designed a Bachelor of Science degree in Biomedical Radiation Science. This program will be accepting applicants come August. It offers qualified individuals the opportunity to specialize in the safe use of radiation technology in medicine, industry, and science. On today's program, Professor of Applied Nuclear Physics and Medical Physics and co-lead of the program development team, Professor Mitko Voutchkov, along with Associate Dean for Undergraduate Matters in the faculty, Dr. Sherene James Williamson, shares details on this groundbreaking program.
Dr. Voutchkov, what is biomedical radiation science?
Well, the answer is long. Why biomedical, why radiation, and why science are put together? The reason is because since the discovery of radiation about 125 years ago, radiation was used primarily in medicine. And most of the applications at that time were developed until today using in the medical field. So biomedical radiation science is much wider. It gets out of the medical field and include the industry and include the biological science as well. So radiation science is much wider. It has chemistry, biology, mathematics behind, etc. So biomedical radiation science cover all aspects of radiation technology.
Why was there a need for this particular program?
Yes, because most of the applications were primarily in medicine. The human capacity development was designed to serve the medicine. And University of the West Indies developed two programs. One in Faculty of Medicine, so-called diagnostic imaging or radiographer. It's 3 years Bachelor of Science program. And then physics, Faculty of Science, they developed medical physics program. But all of them, both programs, the jobs are in healthcare. So there is a gap between the medicine and industry. Radiation is widely used in industry, in bauxite companies, in cement factory, in petrochem, agriculture. So to address the needs of education in this field, this program was developed.
Dr. James Williamson, let me bring you in here. What type of a student would apply for this particular program? And what are the entry requirements for the program?
Well, I think Dr. Voutchkov is in a good position to respond to the specific requirements, but certainly to enter the Faculty of Science and Technology, you need 2 CAPE science subjects, both units. So within the context of a program such as this, that is based in the Department of Physics, physics and mathematics are 2 courses that would be most important. I believe Dr. Voutchkov would be able to even back that up. You will need physics at CAPE, and I would suggest good passes. And certainly mathematics plays a role because you have to use a lot of math in physics. So pure math is the mathematics program of choice from CAPE, both units.
And any additional requirements there, Dr. Voutchkov?
No, I agree with this requirement. Basically, there will be same requirement like for any physics program.
Professor of Applied Nuclear Physics and Medical Physics and co-lead of the program development team, Professor Mitko Voutchkov, along with Associate Dean for Undergraduate Matters in the faculty, Dr. Sherene James Williamson, sharing details on the Bachelor of Science degree in Biomedical Radiation Science. We'll hear more about this exciting program after the break, but first let's take a look at our campus calendar. The Faculty of Law invites you to save the date for its 7th Annual Symposium on Law, Governance and Society. The event will be held from June 25 to 27 under the theme Celebrating and Surviving UWI Law 50 and Beyond. For further information on this event, visit www.mona.uwi.edu/law or email monalawsymposium@uwimona.edu.jm or call 876-927-1855. The Caribbean Sociological Association, CASA, invites you to an e-conversation on Big Problems, Small States, a sociology of COVID-19. The event will be held from June 10 to 11 and will feature as its keynote speaker Professor Rhoda Reddock. For further information on this event and to register, visit caribsociology.org or email caribbeansociologicalassociation@gmail.com. We now return to our conversation with Professor Mitko Voutchkov and Dr. Sherene James Williamson as they continue to discuss the Faculty of Science and Technology's newest undergraduate program, Biomedical Radiation Science.
What are the career options having done this particular program?
The students will be able to work as a radiation safety officer in any radiation facility. Radiation safety officer is a requirement to get a license for use of radiation in this facility. So the jobs are enormous. The Jamaica in 2015 signed the law of radiation safety, international law. And since that time, each facility in the country should have a license. To get a license, they need a radiation safety officer. And this program, which will prepare it, the students will be qualified for similar jobs.
So that would mean that students would also enter into hospitals where there is radiography or radiology or any of those kinds of scenarios, anywhere where there is any kind of radiation, radioactivity, radiation type equipment, a student would be able to plug into that. So research labs, there are many research labs, not only locally research labs, but research labs abroad that students would be qualified and certified to work in.
They can work in any research lab as a radiation officers. But in medical field, to be a radiation safety officer in medicine, we need a special degree on that. So that specialty, it will cover for all non-medical facilities.
Oh, okay.
Including have an on-campus nuclear reactor. So part of the courses in this program include reactor introduction to the reactor practices, etc. So they will learn how to operate a small research reactor that is in Mona campus.
Can we speak to the earning potential of a graduate from this particular program?
I don't want to go out on a limb and start to name numbers, but certainly within the context of any research lab, a technician or researcher within, I would say at the very basic would be earning as a lab technologist. But I would imagine that students who would graduate from this program would have competitive advantage in some of these labs.
So how can interested persons apply for this particular program?
Well, applications are usually done through the University of the West Indies website. So we have an admissions portal, and on the admissions portal, the applicant would be able to input all of their details and be able to submit for their desired program start. So they can submit for September. And since we are here online, they could inform either Prof. Voutchkov or myself of their application so that we might be able to at least look out for it, since this is a new program and we would like to communicate with students who are so inclined. But the admissions portal is the first gateway into the applications process. However, if they need additional information on the program, they can contact the Faculty of Science and Technology, the Dean's Office, and or the Department of Physics. People there would be willing to assist and provide additional details towards an application.
Certainly. Can you provide the contact information for us, please?
For the Faculty of Science Dean's Office email, it's just fst@uwimona.edu.jm. As for me, my email is pretty long. It would be my first name and last name, so it's Sherene.James02@uwimona.edu.jm.
Associate Dean for Undergraduate Matters in the Faculty of Science and Technology, Dr. Sherene James Williamson, and Professor of Applied Nuclear Physics and Medical Physics and co-lead of the Program Development Team, Professor Mitko Voutchkov. The Biomedical Radiation Science program was designed by the Faculty of Science and Technology in partnership with the Faculties of Medical Science and Engineering and begins accepting applicants this August. Interested individuals can view and apply for this and other programs at www.mona.uwi.edu. And that's On Campus for today. To stay connected to the UWI Mona, home of the Pelicans, or to apply to UWI Mona, visit us online at www.mona.uwi.edu or like our official Facebook page at www.facebook.com/UWI Mona. The University of the West Indies, inspiring excellence, producing leaders. If you have suggestions for this program, please contact the Marketing, Recruitment and Communications Office, University of the West Indies, Mona, Kingston 7, or email us at marketing.communications@uwimona.edu.jm. On Campus was produced by Tashika Taylor. I'm Sean Markier. On Campus is a production of the Marketing, Recruitment and Communications Office of the University of the West Indies, Mona, and is recorded in the Media Lab of the University Archives at the UWI Regional Headquarters.